Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the official video webcast of GeekRest.com. I'm Adam.
And I'm Aaron from Comic Show.
Yeah, and we're doing a weekly recap of news, events, and what's nots in comic book culture. I don't know if it's just me. It felt like a light week. It felt like a light 2 weeks. Like there were water cooler topics, but not like really movie stuff,
You know, I think it's going to kind of be like that all the way to Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's true. The calm before the storm.
I mean, the con's like, what, July 11th is the first day of Comic-Con, so I mean, it's more likely that unless there's some type of leaks and our fraudulent shenanigans, there's not going to be much news.
And also, we're cutting the week short a little bit. We're filming a day early because you're going to Heroes Con.
Yeah, I'm going to Heroes Con because that's in Charlotte, beautiful city.
I'm not
Lots of people are going to be there. I'm going to be hanging out with Jeff Lemire.
Snyder's going to be there.
Yeah, Snyder's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so, a couple things I just wanted to throw out there this week. I don't know if you heard, Avengers, Mightiest Heroes was being canceled. It was a rumor for a while, and then it was officially confirmed, right? I'm one of the asshole websites that, bit the news. It's not officially canceled as far as a, word from Marvel. It was apparently, I don't know the full details, but some kid on the internet was so enraged by Ultimate Spider-Man, writing Jeff Loeb and stuff on Twitter, that he actually seemed to launch a one-man campaign to just kind of badmouth Marvel Animation. And
that kid's racist.
Dude, if you're going to be beefed up about something, if Earth's Mightiest Heroes was canceled, I can understand your one-man campaign.
Right.
But it's a children's cartoon show, Ultimate Spider-Man.
You're trying to get one thing canceled by saying something else is canceled and firing up the base of people that like the other thing. And what?
No. So it's not officially canceled yet. My bad. But it's going to be canceled. So
they haven't announced a season 3 either.
They haven't announced that, but they have, Avengers Assemble, the next cartoon. They can't have 2 Avengers cartoons at the same time. I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
That would be.
They have 15 Avengers comics at the same time.
Yeah. Well.
Who knows? I actually got due to the point where I signed a petition on Change.org about.
I shared that petition. Yeah, I know.
Because I like it. I mean, they're running through the storylines so fast through all the Marvel, the 7-8 years of Marvel stuff that started with the Breakout, which started that show. Yeah. And now they're all the way to the Red Hulk or whatnot on the show, and it's just WTF, what are you going to do next?
Well, you made a good point when you were sharing the petition. It's it's not going to bring the show back. Online petitions rarely work, but it shows that fans are interested enough in what they have now to carry it over to the next thing. Yeah. So,
Well, that's what DC did. DC, Superman Adventures was in the same continuity as Batman Adventures, and then Justice League was in the same continuity of that. Yeah. And then when they needed to rebrand that for Cartoon Network or for whatever to get renewed, they just said, okay, now it's Justice League Unlimited. Yeah. But it was in the same freaking continuity, every single one. Even smart. Batman Beyond was in the same continuity. And then in Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock's in the same thing. So, I mean, that isn't that hard. I mean, DC had this whole shared thing in the animation and not in the movies. Yeah. And Marvel has the shared thing in the movies and not in the animation. Right. It's like WTF.
Yeah. Learn some lessons, boys. And then, film news. This came out a week and a half ago or a week ago, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Ninja Turtles, as we're being sold, delayed. Yeah. They stopped production for budgetary concerns.
Right.
Which,
To me, when I heard that, is that code for Michael Bay? Because,
it equates to Michael Bay. You want to lose the budget, you kind of got to lose Michael Bay.
He's big budget, he's big, boom, shock and awe,
No, this doesn't mean the film's being canceled.
But you don't know Michael Bay for, nuance and subtle storytelling, and you know him for...
I mean, Michael Bay's The Notebook.
No.
Yeah, I know,
he's known for the big budget, exploding things, craziness.
Yeah, and Megan Fox, curves, shots.
I don't know. I'm happy that TMNT is being delayed. Hopefully it'll be shuffled around. Hopefully they will take input from other people, from people that actually know, care, and love the franchise.
Yeah. And this is supposed to come out in December of next year, and now it's being pushed back to, summer of 2000.
Wasn't there something else pushed back that already had a big marketing campaign starting?
G.I. Joe?
Yeah, the marketing campaign was already starting. Figures were already coming, comics already coming.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I had a big theory about that. The movie just like sucks more than they're letting on.
One?
So yeah, yeah, God no. And then a trailer that just came out today was the trailer for Dredd, which is the Judge Dredd movie from Pete Travis. Which, you know, Dredd, they made a movie in, what was it, 96 or something with Stallone, 94.
People might hate on me. I like Sylvester Stallone. I don't know.
I love Sly.
He's cool.
He's cool.
I know he's on steroids, but give him a break. He's like 60-something.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
If I'm looking that good on steroids, I mean, give it to him. Who cares?
But he's you know, Carl Urban is the new Dredd.
I wonder if there's like British people that are pissed about Stallone being Dredd the same way I was about Keanu Reeves being John Constantine. It's like, no, you need a British guy.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, Judge Dredd, he's like the biggest export from the UK, from 2000 AD publishing. You know, huge following. I saw the trailer. I gotta say, it doesn't look good. But
it seemed like a lot of people were excited about it, though.
I was really excited about it.
I don't know if it was a trailer yet or if it's just a teaser, but you know, we put that up on the Facebook, and it's getting tons of likes and shares and everything. It's like people are excited about Dredd.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You know what it is? You know, like how the Punisher movie, they made like, you know, 600 Punisher movies, but the last one, Punisher Warzone, it wasn't a good movie, but people said like that nailed the Punisher character. You know what I'm talking about? Warzone?
Yeah, I know.
It's like it looked good. I think that's the same thing with this movie. They nailed the character. He looks awesome, but it's not going to be a good movie. I mean, it's kind of been plagued by problems for like over a year now. They're trying to shuffle the director out of the editing room, and
wow,
that stuff isn't good for movies.
I don't know, man.
So watch the trailer, you know, let us know what you think. I want to know what you think, because I was stoked for it now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like the biggest Dredd fan in comics, I mean, but it's fine. I'm a big British comic fan, but only when they write American stuff like Vertigo.
Doesn't like
I'm
fascist.
kidding. I'm kidding.
And let's see what else, you know, and comic book stuff, maybe. The Walking Dead, we spoke about this last time, but The Walking Dead 100.
Yep.
That's it. It's the next issue. And
I will have an advanced copy by Tuesday on PDF to share with you.
Really?
Yep.
Are you going to have my chromium cover?
Dude, that chromium cover, man, it evokes a lot of emotions, because, like, at one, it looks cool, and I get the idea of, like, you want something special. It is special. It's different. It's unique, and it's like, I've been getting this for 100 issues, or I'm pretending like I've been getting it for 100 issues, even though I bought the first, you know, 12 volumes in trade. But anyway, it's a commemorative thing, and the money's not going to, like, a Marvel or a DC. It's going to Kirkman and Allred. And
yeah, because he's hurting for, you know.
I mean, Kirkman and Adlard and, you know, whatever percentage goes possibly to, you know, that lawsuit. But maybe it's for their legal funds. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, you don't have to get it. You don't, and I didn't really order the chromium cover that heavily. I ordered the regular issue, 400 copies of all the 8 covers, and I got those variant ones. And I get the big hoo-ha of, like, it's a creator-owned book that made it 100 issues and didn't limp to 100 issues. It's never been stronger at issue 100.
Yeah.
And that's like a celebratory thing. Someone's like, man, this like party is pretty gimmicky. Why are you having a party just because you turned an extra year of life? It's like, I understand landmarks can have a gimmicky celebration. I'm very happy that the people that are pissy about it, which, you know, I might be too, can just buy the regular copy.
Yeah.
And, you know, the people that are pissed that the variant like chromium even exists when they can just buy the regular copy and ignore it, I don't know what to say to those people.
Yeah. I had some dude I was talking to him. He's like, there's so many variant covers released that I'm not really interested in like looking at, because he's just so against variants. And
yeah, I can see that.
I get that, but don't
still. It's a crescendo of this huge storyline where, I mean, honestly, if you read issue 99, everyone's gonna die. You know, like,
yeah. Look at that cover.
Everyone's gonna die, and you know, like, those are all the people on Rick's conscience, because they're all gonna die. They're either he killed them or he's responsible for their death. And, you know, it's probably going to introduce Merle. If it doesn't introduce Merle, there's something wrong.
That'd be cool.
It's been, like, why are there all these new characters, and he's such a fan favorite on the show, why wouldn't they introduce them in here? And that would be like, oh, crap, you know? There's a huge reason to do both, the show and the
It's like putting Phil Coulson from the Avengers into the, you know, comic books.
Yeah.
You know, bring it in.
Why not?
Do it. But it's also like, it's like the best-selling comic of the year, like, according to sales. Like direct market?
It's the highest amount I've ever ordered of a comic this year.
Really?
Yeah, I went balls deep.
I mean, that's because it's got like 9 covers.
I went
Great
balls
artists.
deep. I'm going to do a Walking Dead day, and there's going to be something to get an issue free. There's going to be some gimmick where customers can get it free.
Can't be makeup, dress up like a zombie. Everyone does that.
So, that's cool.
It's like...
Why are you hating?
All right, let's see what else in comic books. Just, it's not like huge news or something, but Paolo Rivera, who's been the artist for Daredevil, Mark Waid's Daredevil.
Beautiful artist, and loves Mark Waid.
Art.
They're a great team together. Mark Waid loves him. Remember the Mark Waid interview? He's like, oh yeah, he's my guy, blah, blah, blah. And we're like,
boy. But he's been with Marvel exclusively for the last 10 years, and he just recently negotiated out of his contract. And it's not like the biggest news in the world. I'm sad to see him like off of Daredevil regularly. He says he's still gonna do work covers for Marvel if they request.
Right.
But his main concern was everything he's done for the last, and he's 31. He's my age. Everything he's done for the last 10 years, Marvel owns.
Right.
And he has been paid well, he said, but he's been stressing the fact that when he's 50 or 60, these monies are still going to be Marvel.
Yeah, and he's gonna have his hand out to the Heroes Initiative.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, the past year has been like so many cases have been highlighted with creator rights and against like the guy Ghost Rider,
But with this artist specifically in Marvel, like Brian Hitch didn't renew, and he went to do America's Got Powers for Image with a big name like British dude, and issue 1 did pretty well. Issue 2 fell off the map.
Yeah.
Issue 2 was like number 149 on the sales chart, just fell apart. And a lot of this thing when we're talking about contracts and negotiation and everything, it reminds me, I'm in Orlando, so it reminds me of the Orlando Magic. And like with basketball, I'm not a basketball fan, I'm sorry, but this analogy, you can be traded to another team or a different team, but you're still in the NBA. Yeah. Like with comics, I mean, you kind of go off the whole reservation a bit, and I want them to have good work that they own, that, I'm happy for Kirkman and all those people, and it's wonderful, but, Marvel pays a great page rate. I mean, I've talked to different people that are friends of mine that are artists and whatnot, and you got the page rate, and then you got, actually owning it, and it's a mixed bag, but I guess it's really cool that he could do some Marvel stuff, and still do some other stuff, so it's not really bound. Cool. And perhaps there shouldn't be any exclusive contracts. Yeah. Like Marvel should give good work to people that are, the best artists for that job, and they accept it or reject it. And if they want to do something over here, they can do something over there. And, so having him bound, that was the other guy, the dude, I can't pronounce his name. Was it Marco that was on Thor that had a big flare-up with Marvel when he left them exclusive, and he said like he'd never work for them again?
Yeah, I remember his words. Yeah, he was vocal about that.
I met him at New York Comic Con. He was a big like DK punk rock dude, like like looking crusty and stuff. Nice guy, but it just seems like there's a lot of Marvel artists that the page rate just isn't enough. That they want some kind of ownership. So
yeah. And that seems to be,
Then you have other people that are kind of doing it the best of both worlds, like JRJR, ownership in Kick-Ass, published sort of by Marvel Icon. Yeah. And then he does Avengers and A vs. X. That guy, Cherry.
But will he be taken care of when he's in his twilight years?
Will Kick-Ass still be selling? I don't know.
No, it's just, I don't know. I thought it was cool, though. He brought up some, legitimate concerns, and I'm just like...
Of course.
It's cool that he's still, a young guy. He's aware of it. The company's being cool about it, publicly, I guess. But, I also love his work. I love his art.
I really like that,
He deserves every penny of his own,
He's
time.
not bad-mouthing anything. There's no bad blood. No. It's all on the table, and it's cool, and that will advance the cause for creators' rights more than animosity. Right. And, it's just cool to me that he could still do some work for Marvel and do other stuff, and I just don't see what the whole exclusive contract, it seemed that the exclusive contract was Marvel versus DC trying to grab up the different people, so, they're fighting each other, but what it really kind of hurts is those creators to be able to do their own stuff independent of Marvel or DC. Right. So maybe there'll be some hybrid exclusives in the future. It's like, you just can't work for DC, Like, we got open marriage, but don't screw that guy.
Yeah. There's got to be a lot more, like, you know, like when like actors sign on to a movie, it's like they have the choice of getting like a lump sum up front, or they can take a percentage of the, you know, whatever revenues they get for the next several years. You know, I feel like comic contracts, they should have more, I don't know,
who knows?
But, you know, who knows. And if you get really pissed, you can start your own Facebook page in the name of somebody else and, you know, one-man war against, you know, creators' rights.
I'm going to do that. Yeah.
So, all right, he's got to go to HeroCon. I got to go to sleep.
He needs his beauty rest.
I was up watching the X-Files all night last night. So.
Oh, God.
Yeah, 90s.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Cool. Nothing but mammals.
Yeah. That's it for this week. Follow us Facebook and Twitter. And, yeah, tune in next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Adios.